6, 32-ounce pearly blue. Stuff in your puppy, snuffing with my fuck stick. 22-cent booty pick, 24 make movie flick. 26 Mile High Club, 3 Sims in the bathtub. Geechee for the lap up. Pray to God you meet each other in the mall or something. Ask you to hate me, cause I fucked her best friend. She wanted to be a lesbian. Me too, fat bitch on the E2. Back boom on E2, beat you, slide to your own walls. Ebony, POV, met you on Pornhub. Hashtag, all caps, fat ass, no water. Bookings, somebody daughter.
Man, that joint get me so hyped.
Yeah, that joint tight. That joint tight. That joint tight. You look like you drive short.
What's up with you? Oh, yeah,
Everybody shit kind of low.
There you go. Love that shit. That live TV shit. Yeah. There we go. What's up? How y'all doing, man?
I'm doing all right.
Another good one, man. Another good one. Look at this.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those episodes.
Okay.
I like this. I like this feeling right now. All right, what's up?
I'm your man, C.
Chin Strong, lover of life. We in here once again.
Your man Chuck Wagon, and this is
The one,
the only
The Two Real
radio. Finally got C with C. We was missing your part.
Like,
I'm just saying, young, that joint roll smooth. All right.
It did.
See what the people say on the Facebook.
I'm gonna look at it when I go
They're
home.
gonna like it.
What's going on,
What's up
man?
with y'all, man?
What's up?
I'm tired, man.
I'm glad it's Friday.
It's
I'll tell you
Friday.
that much.
Look,
Yeah, I'm
Friday.
glad it's Friday. It was one of those type of weeks, man. Just looking forward to the weekend.
So, I've always been
Yes.
on the other side of the working people. I do like nighttime club shit, daytime, whatever the fuck I want shit, Yeah, man, getting up every day. It's been a long time since I actually had to get up and go somewhere first thing in the morning and grind out,
Oh, yeah.
8.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I'm tired of shit, man. Look,
You know, Joe.
I was in the shower just standing there, just like, damn. I should get out because this is costing a lot of money, but I'm just going to stay in here for a minute.
Yeah,
like
man,
that
but that
sometimes.
hard work though, man. I mean, if you think about it, man, like you up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning or some shit like that.
Still
People
get
still in their bed by 9 o'clock. Think about everything you done got done in those 4 hours.
Yeah,
Like, you already got a job.
by 9 o'clock in the morning, when I leave the door, I done already mopped the floor. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like obsessive, like mop the floor, throwing a load of clothes in the laundry or some shit.
You only
like
get 24 hours in a day, Jeff.
It's not a
so
lot.
it's just like, hey, everybody get 24 hours. So it's like, all right, what you do when you're 24? So
you got to make it
it's
work
real,
for you.
man.
You got to
Yeah.
throw a load in and get them when they come
halfway
out.
down
and
by
all
my,
that.
Think
with
about
my
we don't-
workday
we
by
don't-
9 too.
you say what?
I'm halfway done with my workday by about 9 too.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, I tried this working out thing at like 6 in the morning, right? And I did that for about a strong 12, 13 days, right? And after that, I was like,
It to be a habit, man.
yeah, I was like, yo, I give props to the dudes who could do that shit. Like, that's early morning, your mind already set, wiping boogers out your eyes, boom, just going straight to the gym. So, So like I say, props to the people who
Shout
do
out
it,
to
but,
them.
yes.
No,
Just get it out
I'm
the
about to
way,
figure that.
you
I'm
know?
about to figure that in because I'm still sleeping the same amount. So I think I'm gonna start going like early in the morning, like 3 in the morning. Go to the gym.
I mean, ain't nobody. I mean,
Bang
for real,
out
that's
an hour.
dedication right there. But it is something to be said though for people who do it
not
though.
doing
You
that.
know.
It's you
Not
get
working
used
out.
to
So,
it.
Not
yeah,
going
yeah.
nowhere. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
at
about
all,
to
yeah.
I'm about to get that in. That's the next move. Once I get over this,
3 o'clock in the morning. I'm just.
That's what I'm saying, right?
don't
Cozy,
s- I-
cozy in the bed, right? That's why gym's 24 hours.
I'm
Think
still
about it,
not
because they
sleeping,
know
though.
you got nuts out there that's like, yo,
Right,
strong.
but,
2:30, I'm going to work
I'm still
out,
not
yeah.
sleeping though. That's the whole issue. Like I'm sleeping, but I'm not.
Any workout I'm
not
doing at
sleep.
3 o'clock in the morning is not
Oh
involving
yeah, it's a
the gym.
different type of.
Please believe that.
I might pass out.
Best
Full
believe that.
body joint. I get you.
Nah, I feel you.
Right.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
So
So yeah. All
this
right.
week,
Some people say it was a sad day in news. I don't know if it was sad because at the end of the day, if justice was served, I do not think it was sad on what
I know
happened
about Bill
to,
Cosby.
yeah,
to my man,
Bill.
Baba Bill.
Heathcliff
Yeah,
Huxtable.
Heathcliff Huxtable. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Blind
Hey,
Bill.
Right. Holding on to the man. I don't even know where I'm going. I ain't like seeing him in the chains. I gotta say, I did not like to see that. That was the money shot.
It wasn't as
I ain't
gratifying.
Yeah, they did it. Walking.
It
him
wasn't
out
as
and everything.
gratifying as I thought it would be, but that what you get. Can't be out here raping people,
Right.
Bill.
That's
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Caught up to your ass.
Right.
Now, my thing is, I just want to make sure everybody else gets their day to take that same walk of shame. You know what I mean?
Right.
But think about it, you don't see that though. Like they made it a point to show America's dad, Bill Cosby, being walked out in chains. They ain't have to do that, young. They did not have to do that.
He's
young.
black. He's still black. I mean,
Exactly. And that's why I said it brings you
reminder
right
to
back
everybody that no
yeah.
matter how far you
Yes,
go, you
yes,
are still
yes.
black.
They ain't had to do
It's-
that to him. You don't. Who other rapists that got convicted? I don't remember them being walked
Well,
out.
I
You
mean,
just see
they-
them go in the back.
They,
You dig what I'm
they
saying?
keep
They don't
saying
keep the cameras
they
on them
keep
until
saying they're
they-
going after Harvey Weinstein's supposed to be the next one.
All right, well, let's
but
see
we
him walk out in
want
chains, right.
we want to make sure you guys that this is just not about race. It's not about race.
Chains are symbolic. You know? Don't let me get too deep. It ain't February right now.
Yeah, I
but
mean, you're a
the chains
criminal.
are
Criminals get
symbolic,
chains. I get what
even
you mean.
jailhouse chains are
I
symbolic.
get-
And I would
get-
just say that's not even enough. So we're going to send healing vibes out to all of the women,
Yeah,
female
now-
women
yeah,
now you
affected
all
by
right.
his
You all right. You
shenanigans.
right. I'm not mad
You know
at
what
Bill.
I'm
I'm mad
saying?
at the system. You know what I mean?
I can-
That's
I can-
what I'm
I
say,
can-
but not the like you say. The women thing is definitely respect, and you know
my timeline,
It's not
went
nearly
off
enough
about
for
it.
what he did, but
what they getting about 2-3 years, something like. No,
3 to 10.
3 to 10.
3
They
to
got a
10.
3 to 10. Yeah.
That's decent. That's decent. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna miss nothing.
How old
you know
is?
what I'm saying? 82,
Damn.
80
that
something,
ain't enough for
81.
what he did.
I don't want to say that's 3 to life,
80,
but
you know what I'm
damn.
I mean,
don't
you know,
wanna say
jail.
that.
He ain't gonna get no regular.
If he got
jail.
3, he
probably
ain't
gonna
even
get no
doing
regular
3.
Jail.
I mean, that's already.
As long as they
you know.
don't put Bill in no regular jail. Look, he old. You know, old people should go to their own separate wing. You know, it should be nice. It should be gardens and shit. You know what I mean? You know, a little.
I don't know,
No,
man. You could be
no,
old and done some
no.
real
Yeah.
fucked up shit.
Put his
That's why,
ass
yes,
in regular
yeah.
jail, and whatever
Ah,
happens
man, you
to his
can't
ass
put
happens
him
to
in-
his ass.
First of
Yeah,
all,
put
ain't
him in
nobody.
regular
I'm gonna just throw this out there. Bill gonna have protection in there. He Bill Cosby. Come on now, like somebody gonna come to Bill and be like, "Yo, Bill, I got you." Bill might have to
Send
give
his
him a
ass
couple
to regular
pudding pops
jail,
or
and whatever
something.
happens
I
to
don't
his
know.
ass happens to his ass.
I ain't
That's
that
what I say.
cold.
Bill
I'm-
gonna be
look,
alright.
I am.
He
What-
ain't
what I'm
nobody
saying
messing
is-
with Bill in there, man.
Yeah, hey, that's the whole
That's
point
Bill
of jail.
Cosby.
Yeah,
no,
I
that's
mean,
Bill
that's true,
Cosby.
yeah. I
Ain't
mean,
nobody
if
messing
If it
with
was
him.
if it wasn't jail, it'd just be a hotel.
Who gonna mess with Bill Cosby though? Come on,
Somebody.
ain't nobody gonna mess with him in there.
Somebody.
Oh yeah.
Now they don't fuck with rapists in jail. You already know that.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I don't. He's,
so his
He don't-
charge,
he
don't,
don't-
get me wrong,
Charges?
he do have charges.
Charges.
He does have
Yeah.
some fucked up charges going in that joint, but you know I don't think they. I
my,
think
my,
he
my,
alright, though.
like I said, man, I'm not laughing because anybody goes to jail, and I get the chain thing, but you did what you did. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
and they caught up to him. Yeah,
And I just, like I said, I just hope that, everybody else, your Weinsteins, your whoever else is, I hope y'all are as gun-ho about getting them into jail as
we shall see, young. But,
But yeah,
like you say though,
they said they hit him with
I
a
don't
steel.
know.
They said somebody threw a steel, was throwing food at him and shit already and everything. Like,
What?
I mean,
in jail already.
Yeah.
Oh, they got reports already.
of course, somebody called
got
home.
some
Like,
idiot
they
that
fucking
don't-
Bill up in here.
They threw their jello at him.
They
Yeah,
throwing
through
they
that
pudding
jello
at him.
That's
and
what
shit.
it is. Ain't no, that's one.
They hit that nigga with cups of pudding in here.
Right.
And the
Shit.
smell
Hey,
pudding all
that's
over.
funny,
Right.
yo.
I mean, so.
But
Right.
hey, it is what it is. But all I'm saying is, we don't know these people. Remember, we talk about this all the time, man, with celebrities and everything. We don't know y'all.
Yeah, we don't.
So therefore, at the end of the day, when something comes out, I'm never shocked. I'm like, yo, I didn't know you in the
Yeah, I
first
know,
place.
yeah,
I
I know
knew
who
the
you-
actor
who you
you
play.
portrayed, and but I do not know you.
Actor.
So therefore, right?
And he's
Exactly.
an actor at that.
So
you know what I'm
therefore-
saying?
Median.
Yes, if something
Funny
popped off, and
business.
obviously had to 60
All the
people
funny
reported
business.
it,
Man, yeah, I mean, we talking about
strong chance something probably went down. And he
mean-
talked about it in his stand up that time.
I
You know what I
told
mean?
you he had closed depositions and shit. He had closed files on shit
Right.
that he
Where
had
he
settled,
admitted it,
where we
right.
had paid people
Admitted it,
off.
yeah.
So if it's one of those, I mean, it's just look.
Yeah.
Hope they get them all. Asia Argenta, whatever her too. I hope all y'all. Whoever. Now that Bill's gone and he's the first, I hope they all go down.
Well, like I said, I ain't never wishing nothing.
And then start a
on,
reality show, Celebrity
on
Jail.
us, but it happened to happen.
We
so.
get paid. Hey,
Right.
I did it first.
Right.
Don't fucking play with me.
You heard it here first.
Fucking play with me.
You heard it
You
here
heard it. You heard it first.
Celebrity
you know
jail.
what I'm
Who
saying?
else gonna be in there with
Celebrity.
DMX.
whole bunch of people.
Weinstein. DMX will be in and out. Harvey Weinstein.
Coming this fall.
Charlie Sheen probably.
what's up.
Oh man.
All of them.
Shout out to
Who
DMX.
else? Who else? You gotta get Harvey from TMZ to host that joint. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Something like that. Yeah.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right.
So, today, talking about men's health.
Yes. A topic that I think we really need to talk about. Men, listening,
Men.
looking, watching, brothermen, all that. Yeah. Pay attention
Brothers,
to this show,
fathers.
man. It's something that we don't do. It's something we don't talk about. I don't know if it's an ego thing, macho, whatever. I'm strong, but it is something that we need to talk about. And
I think it's a thing. I think it's kind of like the back in the day when you were like, if your parents would tell you you're not bleeding, then you don't need to go to the hospital.
Dead,
if you ain't dead, it ain't broke, ain't
Right.
no bone showing,
Right.
and you just stupid shit like that just carries on
Right.
But that's the
subconsciously.
thing,
I
though,
guess.
man. When you do that, then you
alright.
You
detect
die.
it early. Right.
That's
You
when
alright.
that's
You
when you
alright,
that's
you
when
alright.
that's when you have a run the chance.
But that's
of
how
dying
stuff
or whatever.
build up.
So,
Bigger than
Right.
what it had to be, you know.
Right.
So
We're gonna take a short break.
yeah. And
We're
who's
gonna
our guest, man?
Make some space. Damien from Men's Health Network.
From Men's Health
I do
Network.
that.
Yeah.
So here's the funny. I do that with every. Have you ever noticed that? I do that with every guest. I know their name. I said it like 10 times before
You
I
just wanna
got
make
here.
sure they listen.
I
Like,
read
hey,
it.
your name is?
No, I
Like,
read it.
like-
I just want to make sure I got it right. I just don't want to get it wrong. So I guess I'm overthinking it.
That's what's up. Okay. It's all
But we're gonna
good,
take
man.
a quick break and we're gonna get them up here and we're gonna really get into men, all the phobias and why we don't go and what we need to do and what we need to start doing.
Two Real Radio. Be right back, y'all.
And we're back.
Welcome
We're
back.
We're
man. Welcome back.
It's good to be here.
See, I grabbed my pen.
You got
Anytime you got a pen in your hand, you know some shit is serious. You ever
You
notice
want me to?
that?
Get,
Like,
you
you gotta have a pen to be like.
I got my notebook.
Yeah.
Where you have a notebook, I have a pen. We're talking some real shit today. So, welcome back to Two
Oh,
Real
shit.
Radio, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself, man. Go ahead and let us know what you do, man.
My name is Damian Christian. I work for the Men's Health Network. So we're a non-profit organization that focuses on men's family, their health, and we try to make their lives better by reaching them where they play, pray, work. So
I like
I'm
that.
here
play,
to talk.
pray, work. I like
Yeah.
that. That's cool.
So live, pray, work, play,
live.
pray. Yeah,
So
I got
it's
it.
4.
Yeah, it's 4.
Oh,
Live,
okay.
work, play, and pray. That's
There we
our
go.
full
There we go.
motto right
You
there.
got your pen right.
That's what's up. Oh yeah. See, now all I'm missing is the paper. See, you had to call me out.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
had
have the paper,
pen.
you know,
The
like-
pen is the big part. Now I need the paper.
So it
You know,
depends
like,
when you point at the audience.
Yeah,
like,
there you
yes,
go,
this
right.
is
Be like,
right.
look,
and
man,
you have the
pay
paper, you look
attention to
down.
this shit.
I keep.
Pay attention. There we go. My man. See, super producer Darren.
Mr.
There we
Wizard.
go. Let me jot that shit down. There we go. Yeah, that's how they be doing on the news and shit. But all jokes aside though. So prostate health. This is
Prostate Awareness Month, right?
It's
Prostate
awareness.
Cancer Awareness Month, yes.
Okay. And during this month, this is something that you all try to really promote and get the word out and things like that? Or?
Yeah, well, one of the unfortunate things in American society is that there's a huge push for women's health, which is great, but men's health is kind of pushed aside. So we all know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, right?
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
Few people know that men also get breast cancer. Obviously lower rates than women, but still men do suffer and die from that. But almost no one in society knows when Prostate Cancer Awareness Month is. So that is one of our agenda, is pushing that, because it kills men. It's a silent killer, because by the time you see symptoms, it's too late. You already have advanced prostate cancer. And
What's the survival rate of that? Isn't it? It's like
if you catch it early, it's very high.
Yeah.
Yeah. If
okay.
you catch it early,
yeah.
you're almost.
What's the one I'm thinking about? Pancreatic cancer. I think that's one that's like,
That's
if you catch
particularly
that, it's
bad
like,
killer, yeah.
it's pretty, all right, okay. But all right, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so, but early detection is
It's key.
the big thing. That's key.
It's key.
That's
Yeah.
key. Okay.
And one of the things I would definitely implore and encourage your audience to do is, if you're an African American male, if you have a family history of it, or if you've served in the military and been exposed to chemicals, get it checked at 40, because your
40
likelihood
years
of getting it sooner and dying go up dramatically than if you were not in one of those three demographic groups.
Now, what about if you're younger, like 30 or so?
Okay,
or it's
well,
not really
if you're
an issue,
younger,
or is it like,
you don't necessarily need to get it checked. But you should. The idea that we try and push is be healthier young. So go to the doctor every year. When was the last time anyone went to the doctor?
I went at the beginning of the year, actually.
There you go.
Yeah.
Most guys don't.
Yeah.
That's just a fact.
I had to tell myself to go, but I did go at the beginning of the year, though.
Yeah, most guys don't.
Yeah.
And at my job, one of the first things we read over when we get hired is a manual. Part of the manual is the reasons men give not to go to the doctor. And confession, at the time, I realized, like, man, I've given all these excuses. And it's something I've internally noticed, and it's something that we as men have to change culturally.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Yeah, what are some
I
of the
don't like
reasons?
doctors. I'm afraid if I go, they're going to find something wrong, and I don't have time.
And don't have
I
time.
don't have time.
Hey, if you don't got time, then you really ain't gonna have no time.
Yeah, you really ain't gonna.
You don't have time?
That,
man.
one right there is
Exactly.
like, well, you ain't got time. Like, yeah, you damn sure right, you ain't got time. Like, but yeah. I mean, that is real within, especially within our community too.
Oh, yeah.
But,
No, it's... I mean, the life
Hey,
expectancy...
Darren. Hey, Marco. I don't think it's on.
Hello? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Thank
There we
you.
go. All right.
I was going to say the life expectancy for men in general in America is 5 years shorter than women. For black men, it's 6.5 in some areas, depending where you are. But nationally, it's below. And
Okay.
obviously,
Well, let's do a really dumb question, but a lot of
no
people
such thing as
probably
dumb
it's no. Yeah, you're right. And I'm asking this just we don't have dumb listeners, but I'm just saying though. I'm asking this for all the people that don't know. What is the prostate? What does it do? What is its function in
the
male
prostate is an organ that's around the urethra, and it helps liquefy your semen. So I actually have a replica prostate with me. So this is the urethra, and this surrounding it is the prostate. Okay. So it's a very simple looking, but it's so important to so many things in your life. As you age, it's going to increase your urination. It's also, your sex life is connected to this as well. So
prostate,
this is very important to all men. But you hit the nail on the head. So few people know what a prostate is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, and damn sure ain't know what it looked like. I mean, to be perfectly honest, man. So this is wrapped around. That's what you're saying. Like,
Yeah. So
They
you
can
see
see
right there in the
it.
middle is the urethra.
This ain't an apple, y'all. This is the prostate. It look like a bit apple.
Yeah, can we
Oh,
zoom?
yeah,
Can we
get
zoom
that
in on the
one more time?
Something I won't be
There we
saying
go.
often. Can we zoom in on the?
Yeah, can we zoom in on the prostate, please? Zoom in on the prostate. There we go. All right, cool. There we go. Got it. Oh, sorry. So the whole thing.
Maybe at the pin
Yeah.
for, man. It's just a pin for. You're supposed to be pointing with the.
This is interactive television right here. Man. There we go. All right, cool. Urethra coming down there, prostate around. All right, cool. All right, bet. So once again, so you said this is something that obviously controls.
It plays in you can have very, very active and enjoyable sex without a prostate. Many prostate cancer survivors have it removed, and they do. However, that's very, very delicate surgery because there's so many sensitive nerves around there, and if you get it removed, then it could lead to things like erectile dysfunction, impotency, other issues that no man wants to go
All
through.
that controls that.
Well, the prostate itself doesn't control that. But the prostate is involved because there's nerves around this.
Oh,
That's-
so okay, so if these nerves get
Older,
damaged,
all
then
you
that can
older
actually
black
affect-
men
yeah,
that can't get it up. You know what I'm saying? They can't.
check
Go
the
get your prostate
man.
check.
Get your
And prostate
bro.
check.
This is
and
something as young guys we can do. Like
get back. Hopefully, get back in the game. Yeah, and young guys, so you don't end up like the old guys. You know what I'm saying?
Get
So
your
you can stay in the
prostate
game.
check.
stay in the game. Talk to your dads, your older brother. My dad is about to be 60, so I've had awkward conversations. Dad, have you gotten your prostate exam? Like, it's awkward, but you know what? It can save my dad's life.
Well, you know the
You're
other
getting
thing is
older,
the
your
the-
urinary pattern is changing.
That's
It
true.
does, it does.
That is
You
true.
got a little leak.
That's true. And
Little
that-
dribble
that's
in the
not
morning and shit,
necessarily.
like not sleeping straight through at night. you
Yep.
know,
Oh, yeah,
waking
yeah.
up.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
So all
these
of
are
that-
all
all of
reasons to
those-
take your ass to the doctor.
You're
Go
right.
get
You're
checked
right.
out.
Absolutely.
Don't leave it up to chance.
Yeah, just out there, just every day, just. Nah, this is a light flow
Hey, I
today.
thought
Just
you
a
was
light
doing
flow
something else.
today.
I ain't know you were shaking the dice.
Roll it
I
off.
said, yo, what's my man doing? Oh, yeah, but you're right. That could affect the prostate.
Don't roll the dice on your life.
I
Just
don't
talking
know.
about
Don't
chance. We talking
roll
about
the
chance,
dice on
man.
your life.
Come on, man.
Don't roll the dice on your life.
Yeah,
Don't roll the
do
dice
that.
on your life.
But I'm gonna tell you though, I think something else too though is the way they check the prostate. I think men have an issue with that as well.
see,
Now, are there other ways of checking it?
Yes,
other than that?
actually.
Okay, check it
So
out.
okay, so
Okay,
the
cool.
way you're referencing
The
and
old
implying
school.
it's important. It's called the digital rectal exam. So we all know what that is.
Correct.
It's uncomfortable, but could be life saving. But there's another test. It's called the prostate specific antigen. So antigen is in your bloodstream. And it's just that test just measures how much antigen you have. Now, here's the thing I have to clarify. You can have high level of antigen in your bloodstream and not have prostate cancer. But everyone who has prostate cancer has increasing level of antigen on an annual basis. So we recommend when you get older and you go get your prostate, checked through PSA. We recommend checking PSA first. So once you do that, measure your results. Because doctors, you might go to different doctors, and let's say 1 year it's 0.6, and the next year it's 1.6. The doctor the next year may be a different guy. He doesn't know the results he got from the old doctor. And he may not know, like, oh, there was a one, like, you increased
Right, yeah,
by
I get
one.
what you
And that's a
mean by
big
one. I
deal,
see
but
what
it
you're
doesn't
saying,
necessarily mean cancer. That could just mean you have BPH, which is benign.
BPH. I heard
Don't
of
worry
that.
about
I
that.
heard
That
of
is,
those.
it's
Yeah.
just
Okay.
basically old people, as they get older, they pee more. That's basically a
That's
result
BPH.
of that. That's a
what
result
is?
of that.
Okay. I mean, I've heard of those levels
Yeah.
before, but okay.
But
Okay.
but at the same time, you want to check, you want to know your results. So you will notice, like, oh, I was 2 last year, now I'm a 7. That's a big
Right.
increase.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't
is
miss
this
that.
something you need to check
That's a
every
way
year?
for you to you gotta monitor your own stuff, people.
That's true. Yeah.
That's why you gotta go to the doctor every year.
Yep.
Cause you can monitor your own stuff.
Yep.
Before you leave the doctor, can I get a printout of everything I had done?
Yep.
Thank you.
Which legally they're obligated to give it if you request it. They have
That's
to give
what
you
I'm
your
saying.
results.
You gotta
Yeah,
ask them, can I get a
results, yeah.
printout of
That
everything I
makes
had
sense.
done? Can I get a printout of all my results, please? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate you.
Because you never know, that doctor could retire, he can move. Like, what's gonna happen then?
So how often do you have to get your prostate checked? Is this literally a
An
yearly thing?
annual. It depends. So when you get older, annual. But let's say like your results are a little bit higher than expected, but not so high that they're like concerned. So they may tell you, okay, come back in 6 months and we'll check it again. It may just be an anomaly. So it definitely annual when you hit your 40s and
Yeah,
50s.
something that they, yeah.
But
Yeah,
it really depends. This is the key of this is why we tell young people.
But if you feel like you having symptoms,
What
let
else?
them know.
What
Nope,
else?
do another test. I want
So-
you to check even further.
Symptoms sometimes are blood in the urine, pain, lower back pain. The problem with prostate cancer, by the time you see symptoms, is already stage 4, which is advanced prostate cancer, and by that point it's metastasized, which means it's already spread to other
Like a
organs,
bone, damn.
and your chance of living is pretty low.
Is peeing the lap part of it? Like, is that?
That's an early sign.
That's an early sign.
early
That's
sign,
an
but that
early
doesn't
sign.
always mean prostate
That's
cancer.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Because
is an
something
early
about the
sign.
prostate pushes up against your bladder or something,
It
right? Which-
pushes up through the urethra. That's what
To push
causes.
against- okay.
That's what causes
Okay.
the
All right,
increased
that's what's up.
urination.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very informative, man. I mean, very, very.
yeah, absolutely.
Tell your fathers, your uncles,
Yeah.
Your brothers,
your
your
brothers,
husbands.
your cousins.
Yep.
the guy next
Ain't
door.
nothing wrong with
if
getting
y'all
your shit
cool,
checked out.
you know.
Nothing wrong with going to the
Boyfriends.
doctor, man.
Yeah,
Like, you know.
let me tell you, like, women play such a huge part of this because women push guys to go a lot of times.
Yeah.
You know, moms
nagging-
pushing
Yeah,
sons,
right.
The
dads.
nagging wife.
Yeah, I
the,
mean,
the mom. the,
Especially if you love your woman, you love your wife, you love your family, then do it for
Want
them.
them to
Then
be there.
like push your whatever this man thing that we
Yeah.
got. Push that aside and just do it for them. You know what I mean? But
phobias,
it's real. though.
whatever.
Absolutely. I was speaking to the CBC conference a couple of weeks ago, and there was a prostate cancer survivor. He had an amazing story. His wife was a doctor, so thankfully she saw some of the signs of prostate cancer. She encouraged him to get it checked, and that's how they caught it early. She saved his life because she was active and looking for it. So absolutely, like, that's one of the myths about my organization. It's like, men's health network, it means you don't care about women. No, we do care about women. We care about women. We care about men.
Right.
And women play a huge part in men's health.
Right. People think if you focus on one thing, like, look, this is our specialty, like, you don't care about everything else. Nah, we make Italian food, all right? Don't come here for no soul food. Don't come here for no Mexican. We make Italian. We ain't knocking everybody else. So all I'm saying is just to bring it back. Like you said, men's health.
But we
specifically,
need,
we
specifically,
do need
we
that.
need
Yeah,
our
we need
own.
that. We need our own
we
shit.
because like I said earlier, and there was a joke about it. But if you don't see, if there's no bone hanging out, then you're a man. If it's not. If you can stop the bleeding, you can stop the bleeding. You're like, all right, we don't have to go to the doctor. No, honey, we're good. It's not bleeding anymore. I'll just tape it up. I mean, and you're taught that, not to show weakness, I guess, and maybe in
like
some
that's a sign
people's
of weakness
mind,
or something, right?
going to the doctor and find that you may need whatever it may be it mental, physical. You need some kind of attention. They see that as a form of weakness.
Yep. You're exactly right. And that's another thing we push back is this culture of boys don't cry. So when I was a kid, a little story here, I have two older brothers. And my dad was a truck driver, so he was never there to teach me how to do things like tie my shoes, ride a bike. So my brothers taught me a lot of those things.
Okay.
So my brothers were teaching me how to ride a bike. And I used to live in New York, and then we moved to Alabama. So that only matters because Alabama has dirt and New York has concrete.
Okay.
So when I was falling on my bike as a little 8-year-old, 6, 7-year-old, my brothers would say, "Why are you crying?" "We didn't cry. We fell on concrete. Toughen up, And it starts there. It's that mentality of, okay, you're a man. You can't show weakness.
Correct. Yeah.
But
yeah.
that could end up saving your life. But weakness is just showing that whenever you're in pain, whenever you're weak, that's just showing there's something wrong with your body. You need to get it checked.
I think we equate being strong. You can't be weak. You can't have any weaknesses. So in order to be a man in this world, you have to have some form of. I don't care if you're gay, straight, tall, short, strong, skinny. You have to have some form of just to survive out here. Some kind of backbone, some type of assertiveness. No matter
Agreed.
what you are, whatever anything else matters. You got to be able to stand up for yourself. And we take that as being you can't have any type. So you can't cry because. You got to be a man. You got to be strong. So you walking around with this false sense of what manhood is.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
And so you have people that I'm crying for what? I ain't crying for nothing. But it's all right. Somebody passed away. Somebody. Sometimes you just need to let that shit out. It's a lot. It's a lot being, and you take on more than you should. In your role out here.
And this does manifest itself in negative health results for men. So you mentioned mental health, and other illnesses that are affecting society. Men are dying. Of the top 10 killers in American society, men die of 9 out of 10 of them.
Damn.
Okay, the only one that women are dying at higher rates is breast cancer, which makes sense, obviously. But men can still die from that. I have to reiterate that because that's also a forgotten group.
I think Montel had breast cancer. No, I'm not pointing. I'm just, my pen is everybody's this way, so I'm just pointing. I think Montel Williams had breast cancer. If I'm not
Montel Williams?
I didn't know that.
I'm not
I did not
know that.
I know he had cancer. I didn't know that.
I hold a lot of
that's what
these
it was.
random facts. I'm gonna go ahead and check that. But go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. Yeah, it's just that we have to, as men, we have to start changing the way we view our own health, and I can't, encourage people any more than that. Take ownership of your health. Men take ownership of so many things in their lives, but they kind of leave health by the side.
So what are ways we could protect this then? You know what I mean? Like starting at this point now, people watching, like what can be done to make sure that your prostate is working like it should work?
So if you're young, I would recommend 3 things. One, once again, start creating a culture within your own life of being healthy. So that starts with dieting, exercising, going to the doctor. 2, being educated on what this does and like know your family history. Like, has your dad had it? Has your grandfather had it? Has your brother, your cousin? Like, know that. And I would say 3, have those awkward conversations. Because when you're 25, I'm 26, so at my age, I don't have to worry about it right now. 15, 20 years? Possibly,
Right. Might be something, right.
Yeah.
And
Are there
actually what
any
this is.
foods
Yeah.
that
Good question.
support prostate health?
As far as we know, it's inconclusive. So you're still doing the research, but we have noticed the healthier you are, the less likely you are to have it. And that's true pretty much for any
Right,
cancer.
that's what I'm about to say.
Yeah.
Right.
For any cancer, if you're healthy,
Right.
then
He
you're less
focused on
likely to
health
have it.
and
Whatever, in my mind, my theory is whatever fruit it looks like, eat that.
See, whatever, hey, there we go. All right, what you
What does it look like? A peach? Yeah, eat some peaches, some grapefruits.
There you go, right.
Yeah, eat
There you
some
go.
citrus and some.
There
No,
you
they were
go.
saying like kidney beans
that
are
was a
good
good
for your
one.
kidney. I mean, there was some truth.
Eat some tomatoes.
There's a reason why.
If you believe in, I guess if you believe in God or whatever, it kind of laid the blueprint out. Like, look, this is fucked up. Eat this. You need this.
Definitely.
Eat some of these. Eat some of those.
Now, I heard
some of
berries are
those.
good though too, like but just natural health anyway. But berries
Absolutely.
got antioxidants. Obviously, antioxidants is what you want to
Yeah.
make sure you cleaning that thing out and all that stuff, man. So once again, so your organization though. So you say this is what you all try to do. You try to get the word out. And try to let people know. Okay, and what's the response like?
So
what are you seeing, like, guys coming? Are they hesitant? Are they like what?
So we do it in multiple ways. One of the ways we do it, we work with organizations, fraternities, churches. We do health screenings around the country. I've done health screenings in Seattle and Washington, and we go to where there's large groups of people, and we sometimes we do PSA tests.
On site?
We
that's
will
cool.
contract a local doctor, and they'll bring their equipment needed, and they'll do it. PSA is just a blood test, so it's super simple. It doesn't take that long, maybe 10 minutes, and we talk. The doctors will talk to them, the patient about, okay, why is this important? Why what this? You'll find out your score in a few weeks, and this is at your age, this is what it should be. And if it's a little higher, don't be too worried. Just go back to your doctor and get it checked again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But overall, we get a good response. Just a lot of it is, I hate to say it's a lot of ignorance. A lot of people don't know, and it's a lot of like pushback when it comes to. There's 2 points of view of, I don't want to go because they're going to find something wrong.
What's the PSA stand for?
Prostate-specific antigen.
There we go.
I knew
There
it.
we go.
That's right.
You got it.
Yeah.
So I was right.
Yeah, you were.
I was right. No, I was.
Montel Williams.
That ain't Montel.
No.
That's Shaft.
No, right. So Richard Roundtree, Rod Rowdy. These are.
Rowdy?
Yep. Come on down. Yeah, Peter Criss from Kiss. Ernie Green, Montel Williams.
Breast
Look,
cancer.
I tell you, I hold facts back here somewhere. So when they come out, they're genuinely right.
And let me ask you this might be a weird question, but can women catch testicular cancer? Though?
No.
They can't.
No.
No
breast
testicles.
cancer,
They can get breast
So
cancer.
they will be ovarian, right?
Yes.
The ovarian
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
okay. All right, cool.
What would be? I mean, essentially, it's the same part, just going up and all just come down. I mean, if you look at it, it's all the same parts,
Only men
One
have a
ascends,
prostate.
One descends.
Well,
Only men have a prostate.
Except for.
yes.
we all have
Yeah,
breasts.
only men have.
We all have breasts.
Men don't have breasts though. That's what I'm saying. Well, I guess.
Well, they got double mastectomies, so they gotta have something, right?
I'm amazed right now. For
Yeah.
real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I
I
think
thought these was pectorals. I thought women had breasts.
They got
you
those
see what I'm
too,
saying?
right?
Like so, pecs.
I
they
mean,
start-
but I
when they
guess it
start
would have
working
to be
out,
a hormone
Yeah,
thing.
no, women
How
still
some
have the
people have
pectoral
more
muscle.
testosterone and some
Yeah.
men have estrogen in them as well. It's just not a high level, so maybe those men have more of that
more
hormone.
like
Yeah.
breast tissue.
Well, I mean,
something
breast
like that
tissue.
through all that.
Right.
When those women work out, they still have men's chest. They just got breast on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Well, they take some of them. They take testosterone
Well, I mean, still,
to.
Barely.
I don't think the
They
muscle.
barely have breasts. The ones
Yeah,
that
barely
really
though,
be
yeah.
strong.
I don't think the
They
muscle
barely.
is. In,
They be having like a muscle
Yeah.
with like a nipple.
Yeah.
The muscle, I just may be structured differently and developed differently, but I think we all have the same pectoral muscle.
Okay.
Just maybe,
But yeah, like you say, things you don't think about, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Get yourselves checked out, man.
Yeah, man, that's the moral of the
So do you-
story.
That's the
So do
moral.
you guys deal with mental health?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's one of our big focuses. In fact, we had a briefing earlier this year on mental health on Congress. Mental health is disproportionately affecting men. Like, men are more likely to commit suicide than women. Mm-hmm. Women are more likely to be depressed, but men are actually more likely to kill themselves. And if you look at demographic, you break it down. Among Native Americans and white males, it's 5 times more likely. Now, African American males are at the less likely to commit suicide among all racial demographics in America. But still, if you're a black male, you're 3 times more likely to kill yourself than a black woman. So even for our community, it's still not good.
Yeah, mental health is big.
Go talk to somebody,
That's very big,
people.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
people
Don't
talk
take your
to-
life.
They don't talk to people.
It's always
no
a
more.
brighter day.
And like you say, it's just this fight through it. Be tough. You know, it's like,
that's
something
just-
ain't right in my head. Be tough. You know, and hey, dudes who crazy, you just say they crazy. Oh yeah, that man.
Oh, yeah, he just-
crazy.
Don't let nobody
Something ain't right with
minimize
them,
you.
but Specifically, you don't know.
You know
just
it's
don't get
something
down
wrong
low.
with you.
And
You
don't
go
feel
talk to
bad.
somebody.
Don't feel bad for not feeling right. I mean, you're not gonna feel right all the time, but if you feeling that, man, don't feel bad about it. It's just something that's going on. Like you said, go talk to somebody. You need to
Oh,
let
and
it
let
out.
let me say this: watch out this season, people. It's a thing called seasonal depression.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
thing
It is
called
real.
it.
What's that?
You gotta watch out for it. You might not know that that's what it is.
What
While you,
seasonal depression? What's
while
that,
you, when
man?
you feeling down, it get to be getting dark early.
No,
No
You
more
know,
seasons.
it's
there's
changing.
truth to that.
Seasons?
So in
Yes, and you get to feeling depressed.
You losing. I mean, think about how good. Think about,
It's dark when you
think
leave
about
out the
fear.
house in the morning. It's dark when you come home.
Yeah, you at work the whole time. It's light outside. You looking at life go by.
there is some truth to that. For instance, in places out in the Pacific West, the suicide rate
Seattle.
are higher than places where
Yeah,
there's
it
no
goes
sunshine.
down.
Yeah, I don't
Seattle,
want to take
man.
lightly of it, but man,
Yeah.
you gotta
So
be
be
strong,
mindful.
people. Like, we gotta
Do
be
your
strong,
research and be
man.
mindful.
But
Gotta be stronger, man. But like I said, everybody ain't built with the same,
That is true, and-
everything. So
But being informed
And then some
empowers
of it is, Some of
too.
it is genetic. It's not about
You know?
being built strong.
no, but that
or
is
being-
though.
you know,
That
I mean,
think about it. Genetics builds you.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
mean,
like
but,
some
but I
people,
mean, some people go through things and they're a different type of. But sometimes you passing on that type of.
yeah,
It's in your DNA. I mean, I'm a firm believer in whatever you
That's
do.
what
or
I'm
whatever
saying.
you're
Do
doing
your
at the
research
time.
because not only for you, for your children.
For your children,
Yeah,
you
exactly,
gotta know.
You know what I mean? You dealing with seasonal depression every year. Now they dealing with it every year. While they growing up, now they wondering why they feeling some type of way every year around this time of year. So cycles create cycles.
And
So do your research so you can start healing yourself. So then you can start
So
healing
like one of our guests said,
or
it's all about
creating new
self-love.
cycles and better cycles for our children.
And another thing, like, if you I have a friend who committed suicide, and no way, it was a huge surprise. No one expected. He was last year in law school, very successful, had a girlfriend, he's probably going to marry her. Everything in his life looked like it was trending upward, but
Right.
he took his life. So a lot of times, people who commit suicide, they say things that they don't seem suicidal, but they seem out of character. So as friends, as human beings, we got to look out. If you know someone and they said something like, "Oh, if you haven't caught my, if I haven't answered the phone, I'm probably dead," something like that.
Yeah, like a joke or something.
Yeah.
No, I knew a dude who committed suicide back in college, and and you saw the warning signs. I mean, it was almost like he didn't even want to take himself out. He was almost picking fights with everybody, like hoping somebody would just kind of do it for him almost. And
What they call that?
and
They
then
call
he
it
ended up
death.
Rest
I mean,
in peace,
what
man.
they call it? Death by suicide. I mean, it's some form. It's some way that they say it where you killed yourself, but
Right, like you wanted to go
provoked-
out, but you
yeah.
ain't want to do it. Think
So
about
you-
it. People jump in the street or jump in front of a moving train or something.
I mean,
It's like,
that's
yo, you just
suicide.
didn't want to, hey, fuck it. The
hoping
train
police
gonna take it
him out
out.
in the shootout and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
you right, exactly right. Getting the shootout with the cops, go out shooting, they kill you, So it happens, and But like you say, it is something that needs to be addressed. It's something that needs to be talked about more, and
Shout out to all our veterans.
No, what's your,
Yes.
That's committing suicide.
Veterans committing suicide. You're right.
Y'all
Absolutely.
get some help.
Absolutely.
Smoke some weed.
And look, pills are not always the
Smoke
answer.
some
man.
weed,
some of them
y'all.
side effects, sometimes medication that they're prescribing you may make you more suicidal. So you need to
Maybe not the
talk
weed.
to
Get you some
somebody.
CBD oil.
Well, I mean,
Get you
if
something.
you're gonna smoke, you get some. If you're feeling depressed, you need a sativa. Remember, I said that sativa, SATIVA. It's gonna bring you up. It's a mind high. You know, if you're dealing with paranoia, though, you need an indica. But if you're down in dumps and you want to, get that
Veterans,
that
look
boost,
into it.
you
Don't
need
take
to
your
see it.
life.
Don't,
Get
you
you
know,
some cannabis.
Yeah, and at my organization, we say, when it comes to any kind of, medical treatment, any medicine, any kind of pharmaceutical pill or anything like that, talk to your doctor, talk to your psychologist, whoever you're talking to, your counselor, talk to them, talk to someone who's, medically trained before you just say, oh, like this is an antidepressant or this or that. So, because everyone's physiology is different.
Yep.
So,
Right.
Yeah, I understand. Yep.
so, yeah, absolutely.
That was dope. I'm trying to think of anything else that I want to think about health wise while I got you here.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of stumped though. we went through everything. Women, the disproportionate amount of women that help that women get. Definitely prostate. Anything coming up? Anything that we should be aware of? Any conferences? Any?
Well, once again, this is September is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. I know we're in the last week. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we definitely want to. We work with, women organization, Healthy Women is one of our, one of our partner groups. We work with them. Men also get, breast cancer. So we just want to raise awareness for men's health and for families in general. So
and it seems like the main thing is just prevention.
Prevention is key.
Just do what you got to do. Because eventually, if everything go right, you're gonna get to that age.
Exactly.
A lot of us don't think it, but
exactly.
You see some people beat up, man. They 50, 60 years old. You like, God damn, you already just body all broke down and everything. And it's just like. Eventually, if you live long enough, keep breathing long enough, you're going to get to that point too, So it's just like, prepare for it, I guess. I guess that's the
prevention,
biggest thing, man. Prevention,
health, diet, exercise, all that stuff. Like we've all been drilled with it, but none of us take it seriously because, and it's fine. It's part of being an individualistic society. Yeah. But, we need to take it seriously.
Yeah, we do.
Because we're dying.
Until it hit home, people don't never take nothing serious.
True.
Until it hit home, man. Until you know somebody now that was affected by something or hit you, then you be like, hey, y'all need to pay attention. So don't want to be that story,
And another thing I kind of want to, add on, all this stuff is kind of connected. So, for instance, erectile dysfunction is a thing that's affecting a lot of guys, especially young guys.
That? Right.
Young guys are also being affected by that, disproportionately higher than ever.
What's up with that?
How does it affect? Right. How does it affect?
Well, one of the things that could potentially lead to erectile dysfunction is
diabetes. Tackies.
Right.
Tell them stop eating all that
diet.
junk and snacks. Yeah.
It cuts off your blood circulation, so leads to erectile dysfunction. So your health is all connected. It's a body. It's a network. Think of your body as a network.
For real, if you lead with ED, most Bammers would be like, all right, hold on, let me hear what he's saying real quick. Because think about it, you could tell Bammers like, oh, it might. This might happen later, and that might later, and that and that. But then if you say you might not be able to get it up, then Bama's like, all right, hold on. What you talking about real quick? So sometimes dudes, that's what they need to listen to. So
exactly
therefore,
right. You're exactly right.
I couldn't imagine being a young dude and not being able to get an erection. I mean,
it's rising for that demographic. Erectile dysfunction is rising.
Think
for young
about the
people.
young dudes popping Viagra, man. It's like, what are you doing, young? What
Viagra
are you doing?
has become like a street drug.
Yes.
Like when people that where I get some Viagra, I'm like, some Viagra,
like don't do it.
Actual age to them, I was Viagra. So you just need to figure out how to get me into your
Robust.
street, into your bloodstream.
You should
I
be.
mean, and I thought that was.
You don't need no damn Viagra. No 20, 21 years old. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
My uncle used to be like, man, you are hard on right now. Just walk around, and that's what
They not understanding it. You're right, yeah.
Well, I mean, we're not exercising.
Yep, right. Not
we're
exercising.
not eating properly.
Eating the carry out every
I'm
night.
fine. I'm
Drink water.
Not drink.
No, real.
I know a dude.
Water.
He does not drink water. He like, I cannot stand the taste of water. I say, you can't stand the taste of water. It has no taste.
Right.
I can't stand the taste of that shit. I'm like, damn, man, you gotta change that, bro. You gotta put a shot of sugar in it or something. I mean, I don't know, but
don't do that.
Well, the little bullshit. That still ain't the best either. It's chemicals and shit.
But I drink tea in the morning and I drink water the rest of the day. I might drink a glass of juice every few days or something.
Coffee ain't bad for you.
I don't do coffee.
No. Black coffee. See, most people when they think coffee, they think Starbucks. They think cream and sugar. No, black coffee just straight out the bean. It's one of the strongest antioxidants
Get some
out there.
vegetables in your life, man. Cut
Yes.
the sugar,
Veggies,
cut the
veggies,
caffeine, cut the
antioxidants,
sodas,
fiber,
cut the,
get all that shit. Yeah.
Get up and get moving, man.
Yeah.
If
And
you
be
dealing with
active, you're
erectile
right, be
dysfunction,
active.
man.
Control
oh
the
my-
carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
There's nothing wrong with a carb diet. Just like if you're gonna do it, you have to exercise like high level of
And know
exercise.
the carbs
for
that
high
you're
carb
eating.
diet.
There are different carbs. You got fast acting
Yeah,
carbs. You got
look,
slow
add
digesting
fruit.
carbs.
Like
No
what about Jess
difference.
was just
Yeah.
saying, you know, I don't know if I'm not a fan of cucumber water, but add stuff to your water, lemons, limes. I mean, if you need flavor to it, let it sit. I mean, there are
Natural
ways
flavor,
for you to. We're over sugar. We're oversaturated with sugar every day. All day we're being fed
And salt.
sugar and salt.
Sugar and salt.
So you can't even get the flavor from adding a lemon to your water for real. You're like, this tastes like nothing. It's just it's not supposed to taste. It's supposed to be just clean. It's supposed to taste like clean.
Keep drinking until your brain understands that okay, this is
So
how
you
it's
flush
supposed to
the
taste. I'm
bullshit
telling
out
you,
of
man,
yourself,
it
and
will
then you'll
work.
understand what's
You
going
are
on.
stronger. You can convince your brain that all right, this shit don't gotta taste sweet and it don't gotta, you
Your
know.
piss doesn't
and that's
have to
how I
be
appreciate
golden,
the taste of
golden.
black coffee.
Right.
I just
Your piss
say
is supposed to
fuck
be
it.
golden. It's not
Right.
supposed to smell
Supposed
the
to be
whole
clear.
goddamn bathroom. I mean, you're not.
Nah, I think
Right.
it's supposed to be golden. It's supposed to be clear.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm
supposed to be
saying.
clear.
clear.
That's what I'm saying.
No, golden is.
No,
golden.
he's saying it's not. He said it's
The
high-
not
the
supposed
high-
Oh,
to
you
be.
saying it's
golden.
not? Oh, my bad,
That's,
brother.
yeah, it's
My
not
bad.
supposed
Okay,
to
yeah,
be.
not
Yeah,
supposed to be
definitely
golden.
not
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah,
be.
yeah.
I mean, and like I said, man. Look, I said this the other day on Facebook. Your lady will thank you if you understand what I'm saying, man. Clean
Hey, what's that,
yourself up, man.
Eat a salad every
What's
now
that,
and
the
again.
Frank- the
I eat
Frank
a salad
Thomas
every
joint?
day. I eat a
What's
salad
that?
every day.
What's that Xanax, the Zygenics or something? And trust me, your lady.
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
Remember
look,
that?
look. Eat you
They
some
always
fruit.
throw that
eat
in
a lot
there,
of
but it's
fruit,
like, yo, she
vegetables.
gonna
I mean,
like it too,
and for yourself, man. You know, you get your body regular. We think about, you know, you guys go to the gym and you play basketball, and then you go order 12 wings and French fries and a soda, and then you do that every day. But you're playing, you just get yourself together. That's why you can't do anything with your lady. I mean, you're right. If you led with, hey, y'all, I gotta, you know, something I want y'all to hear. You know, it's about, you know, how to keep your
If
penis.
we
from
live
going
with
limp and
sexual
shit.
health,
Yeah.
everybody would have been like bet. Sexual health, you dig what I'm saying? Even though it all leads sexual health, regular health.
it's all
If
one,
you got
man.
sexual deficiencies, and that obviously means that something in your regular health isn't right. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I do think that's big.
and
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and then another note that I want to say is that there is a government element to it. That's part of my job in policy.
Cool, yeah, do your thing.
And part of the law is there is a well woman's visit for every woman who buys health insurance through the market. You know, they are entitled to a free well woman's visit, but that is not true for men. That does not exist for men. Not in the law. In the law, there is no men's visit. There's no Office of Men's Health currently. There's one, but it's unstaffed. But there's at least 3 Office of Women's Health.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's disproportionate.
Yeah.
What's that about? All right, what's going on with that?
So
Because they allowed to. That's why.
you're right. You're absolutely
Because
right.
the men all are over watching football and they don't care.
They like, we opened this
So
shit
if
3
y'all don't
times
care,
and
I don't
nobody
care.
comes.
She's absolutely right.
If
So
If y'all stand up and say y'all want it, voila, it'll be there.
absolutely. So in the 80s and 90s, women were leading. I mean, like regular women, moms, teachers, whatever, were leading the fight for having mammograms part of, government provided medical care. They were leading that. They were protesting that. That was big day news, big time news every single week,
Right.
every single October. They cared. We just don't. So once again, it is on us. Like we have to
definitely-
do it.
We need to change that.
Need to
You're
change the culture and the way we look at
Right.
our health, our mental well-being, our physical well-being, our gotta start loving yourself.
And women,
man.
we
Take
gotta
care-
take our part. Stay
take
on
a-
top of your men.
Jump on their back.
Stay on top of them.
Nag them. Stand in front of the TV. Whatever you got to do, schedule an appointment for them, and just take them and drop them off if you got to. I mean, whatever. It
Go
takes
with them
to
if you have to.
Go there, hold their hand. They scared for real.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Hey,
They
look,
big
hey,
babies
hey,
for
look.
real. They
No,
big
for real.
babies.
Men are suckers, man. We some big for all the tough guy stuff that we do for y'all, man. We really some scared babies, man. So to hold their
Your
hand.
man over 40, take care of your man. Make sure he go to the doctor.
Stay on
Schedule
him
it
if you want
for
him
him.
around.
Find out what kind of insurance he had.
I mean, because you know another thing, when dudes be young and they be like, "I'm healthy, I'm young." It's like, yeah, you damn right, you should be healthy.
Yeah.
You know, if everything right with you, you should be healthy at that age. So, like you say, man, prepare for the future, man.
Exactly. It's just like a retirement account, an investment account,
yes,
anything
yes.
like that.
Health is the first
You
wealth.
can't be that old man. You can be that old man at 80 walking around fine and talking shit and looking fly, look like he's 65 or something. You could be that old man at 80 who just sitting on the
Broke
porch
down.
waiting for somebody to roll him around. So real quick, before we go out, man, let's give us your website.
Yes.
Because I've been over here just scrolling the whole time. But give us your website and how
so
we can give us.
The website is menshealthnetwork.org. You can also, follow us on Instagram or Men's Health Network or Twitter or Facebook. Once again, we're a Men's Health Network on all
Men's
three.
Health Network.
Yep.
Okay.
So, yeah, please give us a follow, a like, and tweet us. We
Y'all
always
cover,
have
y'all cover everything that men.
every
issues that
single
men-
major men's health topic we cover.
There we
Suicide. We even cover fatherhood. We cover education.
Yeah.
So it's all holistic.
It's what you need. It's
Get
everything
involved.
that you need to be a healthy, all around, healthy, well-adjusted man. Thank you for
That's
coming
what it's
through,
about,
man. That
man.
was
Yeah.
dope. That was dope. It wasn't.
Definitely appreciate it,
It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was
Let me bring my pen back
everything
out.
that y'all needed. Right, bring your pen
All the
back.
notes.
Thank
and
you for
shit.
inviting me. It was an honor.
Thank you for coming to our show.
Definitely, man. Appreciate it, man. Absolutely.
That's another good one. That was a good
A
one.
very good one.
A very
man.
good one. A
Very
necessary one. as well.
Informative, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. So, oh, you wait for me to sign out. I am your man, C.
Me, man, Chuck Wagon.
Jen Strong, lover of life. We was in here once again.
And one more time.
Damian Christian, Men's Health Network.
There we go.
Two Real Radio. See y'all next week.